Okay, okay. Make sure my docks are up. I see that one. Where's the other one? Dock. Activity feed, right? No, it's stats then. Docs, stats. There we are. Beautiful. Okay. Sound looks good. I see all my little meters are running. Timer is going. So far, so good. Let's make sure that the share screen is where I need it to be. And there it is. And we hit OK. And I think we are good. So now I just have to hit enter in a ton of different Discord windows. Hold on, ton. I don't know why that does that. It doesn't matter. Okay. Oh, I forgot to do that one. That one. There we are. Go. And okay. Right. I don't even know what this is. Oh yeah. Okay, got it. That's what happens when you're in a million different Discords. You forget what some of them are, even though they have little symbols that tell you what things are. Very easy to forget. Okay, one more. Paste that. Okay, we're done there. Close Discord. Okay. Itchy eye. All right, so this is going to be a normal stream, not another font stream. I am going to do another one of those at some point, though. I did have a lot of fun with that. It seemed like people had a good time with it, where I basically looked for fonts, some of which I will be buying tomorrow. But that is not tonight's stream. Tonight is a standard stream, where I'm going to just do some doodling for a little bit. Probably a shorter stream tonight. I'll just tell everybody up front, not that anybody's here, but just in general, because it is Valentine's Day at the time of recording. My mic is off center, and it is bugging me, so I'm going to fix that. You may hear some noise on the mic here, but it is Valentine's Day, so I will be going to pick up some food for my wife and I. All right, so let's just make sure I've posted this everywhere I need to. Don't even like posting anything on Twitter, but whatever, I'll do it. Because, you know. Oh, I posted under the show account when it really should be under the art account. Jeez. Social media, folks. Social media. All right. Come on. Paste. Post. Post. Paste. Paste. Post. Go over here and use the show account to do a repost of it. There we go. Okay. Thank you. Close everything. All right. So yes, I will. This will be a shorter stream because I will be going to pick up food, which I've already ordered. Smart enough to do that ahead of time. So we'll be going to get food. And so this will not be a particularly long stream tonight. I mean, it's not going to be 10 minutes or anything like that. Probably about 45 minutes or so. Yeah. Just to make sure I give myself enough time. It's raining a little bit. It's not bad, but I don't like to mess around with driving in any type of, it's not really bad weather, but it's one of those things where, why is that down? That's weird. How did that get moved down? Oh, I must have clicked the wrong thing. There we go. Yeah, I was going to say, that should be up there. Okay, perfect. We're going to get started here. Quick. Oh, I also made one other stupid thing I did. All right. Perfect. Oh, the Walkman. I turned the Walkman off for the font one. There's the Walkman. As I drank a whole bunch of water about 15 minutes ago, which is good. Drinking water is good. But I wasn't thinking about the fact that I was about to do a stream when I drank a ton of water. So right now I seem fine. I may have to take a quick run to the bathroom if this water goes right through me because I just wasn't thinking. And I'm not drinking more water. So, it's a possibility. I'm just saying, it's a possibility. But anyway, just a warning if I say, I'll be right back. I just have to run to the bathroom and get rid of some excess water. That would be why. Okay. So, let's see. I know I've got the wrong brush for this. There it is. Let's see. Am I on the right layer, though? I am not on the right layer. I need... Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. You would think at some point I would actually label my layers properly. Someday, I always say this, someday I'll actually do it correctly. Today, though, oh, that looks like the right one. Good. Today is not that day, so we are continuing work on the orc, the entranced or ensorcelled orc that came out of not enjoying the design I came up with for a card request. And this is when I said, sometimes you do something and it doesn't seem like it's going to work out, and then it works itself into something else. How did I do that on the other side? I'm curious. Oh. I don't know. I just had them all going down. Yeah, I'm kind of... I'm rethinking this whole thing right here. You know what? Looks fine. I'm overanalyzing. Overanalyzing. Okay. There we go. All right. So, I don't think... No, the mic's not going to pick that up. I was going to say, you may hear in the background. Hold on. Oh, that shouldn't be there. That line shouldn't be there. That's why that's there. That you might hear the fans from my desktop machine going, but I don't think it'll pick it up. Currently doing a bunch of encoding on the box set that I got for Farscape. So that is so I can put it on my Plex server. Because there's like hair or something on this screen. Hold on, let me wipe that off. I'm a very, very big believer in making sure you have backups of your stuff, even though I do have that's because I'm using a cloth on the screen. That's what that is. Even though I do have the physicals of it, it is nice to have it available digitally, so that I can just watch it easily. And that way, because one nice thing about the Plex is it only, and for anybody who doesn't isn't familiar with Plex, it is a media center application that one of the top features of it is that it does not require, it can work as long as you have an active internal network. So it does not require internet access. At one point it did, but they fixed it, where you can basically, even if your internet, like your actual ISP supplied internet is down, it still works because it can rely on your internal network. I just realized something. I think that's okay. That's not on. So that's one of the reasons I really like Plex. It's also a very nice interface. I don't know how long it's going to stay that way. To be honest, I do have some concerns about Plex. Oh, I was going to fix this mic. It's all set up. Sorry, there's going to be a little bit of noise. It's just bugging me because I can tell it's just not sitting right there. I don't know about Plex in the long term because they're starting to do a lot of things that are beyond the original scope of the application. I am not in the best mood at the moment. This just really, really just makes me maddeningly angry. I'm trying, but I almost just said, no, I'm not that. That's it. I'm not doing a stream. I'm just going to be done with it because this is aggravating me to a high degree. But I don't want to do that. I started the thing, and I don't want to not do it just because this thing is just... I just do not understand it. I really don't. I don't know why. And the fact that it just fries the whole setup is the thing that really bothers me. It'd be one thing if I just had to tap a couple things and have it come back. I mean, it's annoying because it kills the stream, which I don't love. That it just fries the stream out, which doesn't... but I don't know why it doesn't know. Why does it not consider OBS as an activity? That's the part that's really irritating me, I think. Is it should... Wait, did I... Yeah, that part's okay. Is it should know that OBS is an activity. I don't know why it doesn't know that. And honestly, I got so angry that I was like, nope, I'm not going to do the stream. You know what? It's a short stream anyway, and this thing's frying on me, and it just... I had to take like a minute. I said, take a minute. Try not to... There are times. But I'm just like, nope, don't do that. Just jump on in. I mean, that's the nice part about modern computers. They literally take, 30 seconds to reboot. It just annoys me because I started the stream back up, and then Reflector just refuses to work when it does that. Whenever, you know, that whatever that crash is that's happening, that just knocks Reflector out, even though it really shouldn't, because I'm able to, what do you call it? I can link the iPad to other devices with no problem. So it's not the iPad, it's the Mac, I guess. It would have to be, because just ruling things out, that's what it is. And I just got really irritated at the fact that I am still, even though I know I've set my settings, because I don't want to have them permanently set so that power never goes off on things. Hold on, I'm just going to look at something. I'm curious. I know I looked at this before. I know I looked at this as far as, because what appears to be happening, the machine's not going off. The display is turning itself off, as far as I can tell, or it's trying to go to sleep, I guess. Is that what it's trying to do? Sleep? Let me take a look. But I mean, I checked all this stuff. Let's see. Here's display energy settings. Show resolutions, allow your printer to move. Yeah, fine. Okay, that's okay. Slightly dim on battery. Okay, dimming should be okay. Prevent automatic... Prevent automatic sleeping on power adapter when the display is off. Well, I don't know what that is, but I don't trust anything going into automatic sleeping. So, is it a lock screen setting? Could it be... Oh, wait a minute. Start screensaver. Turn display off on battery. No, that part's okay. See, this is 2 hours. It wasn't 2 hours. Start screensaver when inactive. You know what? I'm wondering if it's the screensaver. Is it the screensaver? Sleep screen. Oh. No, well, it's referring to the... No, but what does it consider activity? Sorry. I'm taking this away from... This is really weird looking. This is really just driving me up a wall. Debug mode. No, that part's okay. Settings. There's nothing in here that indicates it, so I don't get it. Anyway, back to it. Like I said, it just really bothers me because that was not 2 hours, so I don't know what is triggering this thing to shut itself off. Unless it is the screensaver somehow doing that. Which would... But even 20 minutes. I don't know if it was it 20 minutes? I guess it could have been. You know what? Maybe. Maybe it was. I didn't think about that, but maybe it was 20 minutes. Like I said, it's always something. It's always something. Maybe I should go back and try the... what do you call it? The Twitch beta software again and see if that... Although I don't know that would fix that problem. I think it would still be the same... Relatively the same issue, is my guess. So I don't know if that's going to fix anything. I don't think it will. But like I said, it just really drives me nuts that this thing shut itself off. Because it's like, okay, now what? Every minute I have to, like, click something. Okay. Just to make sure. It's crazy. Should not have to do all that. Cutie. My dog's staring at me. Not time yet. Yeah, she gets antsy around 5:30. 5:35, yeah. See, I mean, this is going to be a pretty short stream because I lost a good 5 minutes. It doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. But this will not be a particularly long stream. To stitch the videos. I may not even do it. This one may be a stream-only thing that I delete the minute that it's done. I kind of have a feeling it's going to be that because, yeah, I think it's going to be, I think I'm just going to delete it because I don't, you know, ranting and raving about this thing shutting off is not a fun way to be. So I probably will not retain this one. So this will be a true ephemeral live stream where once it's over with, it's gone. But, you know, that's okay. So, let's see. They don't all have to be permanent. I don't know how much anybody really cares anyway. Okay, so Yeah, I like the shadows around the eyes. That's good. Or the dark spaces in there. I'm not going to use a lot of heavy black. I want to do a lot of... I mean, there's going to be the black areas. There already are. But I'm going to try to do a lot of the dark colors more with actual color. Unlike a lot of the ones that I do. The hair will have the black areas. Like I'm going to do... That's the next thing I'm going to do here. Is start doing some black lay-in for that. We'll use the taper pen. And we'll go ahead and we'll just do this. Okay, that might be a little too big. Probably knock that down to, let's say, 5. There we are. We'll just do this. There we are, yeah. Lay in some of these, because this is all going to be black behind these, so I'm not too worried about that. I don't know what I'm going to do with those middle pieces yet. I haven't figured that part out. But yeah, I'm not going to... This is not going to be a retained stream because it just won't be. I mean, A, it's going to be like pieced together anyway, but also, like I said, I don't want to corrupt it with negative energy. That sounds so hippie when I say it like that. But I do like these streams to be pretty positive. Try to be anyway. But there's just stupid little things that can ruin your mood. You know, that's one thing that I know about myself. I don't get really angry about things. Big things. Like I can let big things go a lot of times. I can kind of step back and be like, okay, wait, is this really something that's worth being upset about? And generally I do pretty well with that. Which I will say is not necessarily the common temperament in my family. A lot of people in my family are hot-tempered. And I'm generally not about the big stuff. There's, you know, car accidents, whatever. As long as everybody's okay, I don't worry about things like that, you know. That's what I mean when I say, you know, don't get me wrong. I get concerned about stuff if I think somebody's hurt or whatever. But if there's, you know, outside of certain things, I'm actually pretty good about being like, okay, well, you know what? I mean, I remember when I first moved out to California, and my wife and I were living in this relatively small, but it was a nice apartment. But, you know, like like a 1-bedroom, 2-room apartment. So not huge, but I mean, we were just starting out. So that's generally what happens. Early on, you're not exactly, unless you have money, you're not affording the grand apartment with, you know, beachfront view and multiple terraces. So we were in this relatively little apartment. Like I said, nice. You know, nice people. All that stuff people were renting from. But one day I came home from work and realized that somebody broke into the house, into the apartment. And I was like, okay. I didn't, you know, and rather than run in and see what had been taken, whatever, I was like, I'm not going to go in there. I'm going to call the police and I'm going to wait patiently outside. And my wife, when I told her, she got very upset. She came home. She was crying. She was very upset about it. I said, look, because I had looked around by then, you know, the cops showed up, so I went in. Looked around like, yeah, and they'd stolen money. You know, we had money in a piggy bank, which probably wasn't the best idea, but, you know, whatever. And they had stolen that, and they took my computer and some other stuff. Again, this is a long time ago. And, you know, no alarm system, no cameras, not the stuff that you have now. Now it's pretty easy to set up a pretty good home monitoring system. Well, we didn't have any of that. And, you know, so I said, hey, look, we got insurance. Nobody got hurt. You know, nobody was, you know, I didn't go in there. I mean, there was nobody in there, but there are people that will rush into a place without ever thinking that there might be people in there, and that's how they get hurt. And I was like, and, you know, once I realized that there wasn't anything serious done and nobody had gotten injured or anything like that, I was like, okay, well, it sucks. Don't get me wrong, I wasn't happy about it. But I, you know, and I remember my wife was like, how can you be so calm? I'm like, because nobody got hurt. That's why. Because at some point you go, well, things are things. I like my things. I don't want somebody else to take my things. Don't get me wrong. Again, I wasn't happy it happened, but I also just went, okay, this could have been this could have been way worse. You know, I could have come home while these people were in there, and who knows what would have happened then. So I just went, it's not a good situation, but it is far from the worst case scenario and what could have happened. And that's what I mean. But then little things like this reboot thing will make me into a volcanic fulcrum of anger for like 10 minutes. I'm like 10-minute anger. And then I'm generally okay. But I was pissed. I was pissed. Oops, that's just something on the screen. That's not actually a mark. Because it irritates me. I have to keep remembering, okay, click on something just in case. Because I don't know why it's happening. That never happened before, so I don't know what that is. That's got to be something, I don't know. It may be a byproduct of the screensaver I'm using, and if it is, then that screensaver is going to have to go. It's the only thing I can think, because the computer's not going off. So, oops, I didn't like that. So I'm just spitballing, but that makes sense to me. Okay, I'm just putting little light pockets. Yeah, I mean, that's really what I mean. I'm telling you, I was so angry for like 5 minutes there, where I'm like, I'm not doing a stream, you know, like a baby. Like a child, but it really does. It's the little stupid stuff that gets me. Big stuff I'm better about, which I guess in the grand scheme of things, that's probably the better way to be, to get unbelievably angry about dumb little stuff. And I mean, I don't get angry at people. I get angry at things. You know, I generally do pretty well with anger. Honestly, it's sort of astonishing, really, but. I do all right with it. I don't have any anger problems. But yeah, I'll get... Literally, if I go to... Let's say I'm trying to get something off a counter and it falls off the counter. That will... I just get so angry about it. Or if I go to, like, close a door and for whatever reason the catch doesn't quite catch it, I'll just, like, swear at it. It's so stupid. But it's how I'm structured. But this also just bugs me because it kills the stream. If the stream was still going and I just had to, re-log in or whatever and everything was... But the fact that it knocks Reflector out is really irritating. I think I have to sneeze. I'm going to mute really quick. Yep, sure did. So, anyway. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Not a big deal. It fades off quick enough anyway. And, and of course it had to happen when I'm doing a shorter stream. I'm like, oh, it's bad enough I'm doing a short stream. I mean, I say bad enough. I don't know why I really even set, and I guess everybody does this expectation. Oh, stream has to be this long. Stream doesn't have to be anything. Nothing has to be anything. Just do it for as long as it's fun. Well, in this case, before I have to go pick up food. So, this one's a little different. Normally, my stream is somewhat dictated by the heat of the iPad screen, which about an hour is where it starts to get a little toasty. Whereas tonight, it is based on the fact that I am picking up Valentine's Day dinner. Because my wife was going to pick it up, and she's coming from the gym. Like, no, just come home. Come home. I'll go get it. That way, when she gets home, the food will be ready. I'll have it all laid out. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's very nice for her to offer, but I'm like, nah, I can get it. I'm just doing a stream, so I can absolutely cut my stream short a little bit to go and get food so that she doesn't, and plus she would have to drive essentially twice as far as she would, because the place we're getting it from is on the other side of town from where our house is. She'd have to drive, not, if there was a place near her that we wanted to get it from, that'd be something else. She's literally just right there. And plus, she's getting out of the gym. She's probably going to be sweaty, and I wouldn't want to walk into a place after going to a gym. So that's another thing. I don't want her to have to, if she has to wait for something. Chinese food. We decided to get, there's a really good, okay, I'll reveal this on the stream, so it's between all of us here, but a lot of places in California, not really good Chinese food. At least, not good Chinese food for what I'm used to as a New Yorker. I have a certain idea of what Chinese food is. Don't get me wrong. Almost none of it is actual Chinese food. It's so I don't want to pretend I don't know that. So but in New York's case, a lot of, and I don't know what it is out here. I really don't know. But in New York, a lot of places that are quote unquote Chinese food are in fact Korean owners. So, you know, and I don't know how all this stuff breaks down as far as the food is made and everything else. I just know it's different. And it's far inferior out here in most places. But there is this one place that's about 10 minutes away. Not far. That actually makes very good Chinese food. And so we haven't had it in a while. I thought, you know what, that'll be nice. And they don't do delivery. A lot of places now, of course, do DoorDash or they have some kind of delivery option. This place doesn't because it's family owned. It's like it's like a local place. So, and I'm fine going to get it. But like I said, she would have had to drive essentially across town. It's unnecessary. Not when all I'm doing is sitting here doing a stream. You know what I mean? One thing if I'm doing something or if it, you know, if there was a real reason for it. But honestly, no, I can go get it. And that way she doesn't have to stand there. If I have to stand there, it's fine. I didn't go to the gym. I am not the gym type. So I will not be all sweaty. I'll be fine just standing there and I'll be okay. But like I said, I called it in, so it really shouldn't have to. And this place is usually pretty good. Fairly reliable. They generally don't screw up orders, and usually if we call in at a certain time, that stuff is ready at that time. So I am not anticipating a problem, but on the off chance there is, all the more reason I don't want her to have to stand there after she just got out of the gym. Is probably going to be, sweaty and tired. Because, she does like body combat stuff where she's doing like serious workouts. I don't do anything like that. Therefore, I can certainly stand around for a little bit. You know what I mean? So, I am looking forward to it a lot, though. It's going to be good. I went light on lunch because I knew we were getting dinner. So I'm pretty hungry, although, I'll tell you. The bad thing is, though, I just had my birthday was really recently, and she got me a bunch of caramels from this caramels place, and it's just like, oh man, I really have tried to cut down on sugar. That's one thing I'm really pretty good about, and I know my sugar intake is, compared to usual, is skyrocketed because of these caramels. I mean, they're great. They're great. Plus, she made me a cake. Her mother made me a key lime pie, so it's like, oh man. I did freeze a lot of that stuff because if it's just sitting there, I'll just keep eating it. So I did freeze because I don't care. I actually love almost frozen key lime pie. I think it's better than fresh key lime pie, to be honest. So I won't have any problem eating it after the fact. But the caramels, man, because they're just right there, it's so easy to just grab them because they're delicious. There's certain candies I'm okay having around because I don't like them, so it's perfectly fine. Like black licorice. Oh, God. It's gross. Gross. So, the fact they don't deliver, it's not... No, I agree. Yeah. I don't mind that. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, the reason I was mentioning it was because of all the cakes and the sweets, which I don't need. Because I do pretty well with that. I was saying, I was in one of the Discords I was saying, I lost some weight just by stopping with soda, just not drinking soda. And I immediately noticed that my weight, I lose 50 pounds or anything like that. Don't get me wrong. But I understand the thing about, not being big on rice. Not everybody is. But a lot of good places have a lot of options, so you don't really have to stick with that stuff. But just dumping soda, really, I noticed a big difference just on that because there's so much sugar in it. Oh, nice. Well, happy early birthday then. Barbecue. Man, good barbecue sauce is one of those things. Because I don't eat much meat really anymore. My wife is vegetarian, and so, I don't believe in this whole we're eating two different things in the house. Like, that's, to me, I'm not going for that. So I've largely gone vegetarian on a lot of things, which I'm fine with. Honestly, fake meat is pretty good. Because I don't just eat it by itself. I usually eat it as part of something. So I don't mind it. But barbecue sauce. Barbecue sauce is one of those things that Oh man, a good barbecue sauce is, it's very hard to overstate how good. And there's variety in barbecue sauce too, which I think is great. So you can have different types. I myself like the sweet stuff, like the honey sweet type of barbecue. That's really what I like. Speaking of trying to avoid sugar, not in barbecue sauce. That's the other reason. That's one of the other reasons I'm pretty good about avoiding a lot of like candies and stuff like that, because I won't skimp on sugar in other things like ketchup or barbecue sauce. I love ketchup. I love barbecue sauce. I know they're loaded with sugar. So I know I'm going to get a lot of sugar from those things, and I'm not going to not eat those. So if I don't drink soda, which, I mean, I like soda, but honestly, you know, I don't like it that much. But I used to drink it as a habit because it was just around. And that's one big thing with me. If something's around, I'm going to eat it. It is easier for me not to buy something when I see it in the store and therefore not eating because it's not in the house than for me to know something is in the house and not eat it. I have no willpower for that. So not having soda in the house was a big help to me. And it's not just a weight thing too. My blood work, when I really started paying attention to sugar, I'm not anti-sugar. I will eat sugar. I'm not one of these people who just swears it off completely. But really being aware of it and cutting it down, and I'm not trying to be, you know, Richard Simmons or anything here, trying to give anybody health advice, but it's just one of those things almost like portion control. Once you're aware of it, you just keep track of it. I did notice differences. So, all right, we're going to go ahead and blacken in. I wasn't sure if I was going to blacken in the mouth or do color, dark color, but I'm going to go ahead and blacken it in. I think it's going to be creepier with the teeth kind of hanging in empty space there. And like a cavernous mouth where you can't really see all the way into it. Yeah, you can't see all the way into it. I was about to say can see it. No, you can't see all the way into it. I think it'll look better. But this will probably be one of the last things that's going to be pure black. But yeah, cutting soda. That's probably one of the best decisions I've made. So now I just have soda when we go out to eat somewhere. Now, if we go out, then I'll have soda. But yeah, I mean, it really is staggering when you start looking at certain things like how much sugar you should realistically be having and how much sugar is in everything. It's crazy. I mean, it really is just amazing how much sugar there is in everything. And natural sugars are fine. You know, you eat an apple or something like that, assuming it's not a candied apple. yeah, that's a different thing. Your body can metabolize that differently. But, man, sugar is so ever-present that it once you become aware of it, it is hard. You know, because I used a little Lose It app just to track food, and I'm not militant about that or anything like that. There are times where I just kind of guess at things. It's more of just having a general awareness. It's not like, oh no, I can't eat this because it'll put me over my calorie count by 5, so I will not eat this. No, I don't do that. But I like to see, okay, am I on certain days, am I going over by 100 calories or am I going over by 600 calories? And if it's a big amount, what am I eating? Is there something I can substitute or something I can just adjust? Like pasta. Pasta generally comes in 1 pound boxes, bags, whatever. And we used to make the whole thing and I would eat most of it. And now it's half of that. We make half of it. And I have started to lose weight. Not going to the gym. I'm not an exercise guy. But just cutting down a little bit has done the trick. Yeah. Ooh, I have been able to cut down on caffeine. I do not believe I could give it up. I mean, don't get me wrong. If I had a medical condition or something and the doctor said, okay, you're going to have to give it up or you're going to die. Yes, then I would give it up. I'm not going to say it like I can't do it. But to not have any caffeine would be tough. My morning coffee is just such a part of my day. I used to drink it twice a day. And I have largely, not entirely, but I have largely cut that out. I'm not drinking it twice a day anymore, which is not easy either because I will think about it. But cutting out entirely, I mean, you know, I know there's health benefits to it, but do enjoy my cup of coffee in the morning. I really do. Yeah, soda was easier than I thought it would be, to be honest about it. I thought I was going to struggle more with soda because I got so used to drinking soda, but it really wasn't bad. I was okay with that. I was able to do that without much of an issue. Or at least not as much as I thought I would have. But yeah, shopping, yeah, the big thing for that is we try to go shopping right after we eat. And that helps because you shop when you're hungry and everything looks good. I mean, it just makes it. It's one of those basic things, of course. Why wouldn't it? You're hungry. Of course everything looks good when you're hungry and you just want to buy everything. And yeah, listen, if you can do it, that's great. Cold turkey for me is sort of hit or miss. Some things I can do it, but a lot of stuff I can't. A lot of stuff for me, it has to be just trimming over time. And I find that if I do it that way, it tends to stick more. But that's just me. There are people. Well, listen, it's, you have to get to a point where you feel like it's something you got to do or not. Just like anything else, it's not easy. I love food, man. It's not like I don't like eating. I do. It's not simple. I completely understand that. I don't fault anybody who, because some people are really you should be able to do it. It's not that hard. Let me tell you something. It is hard when you like eating. It's not easy. I've never been a thin person. And part of the reason for that is because I really like food. So it's, I think for some people, they think it's just as easy as just cut back, It's not that easy. Believe me, I know it isn't. So it is not simple. That's why for me it has to be little things. It has to be little changes here and there. It can't be cold turkey for me. I don't think would work. At least it never has. I'm not saying at some point it wouldn't, but for me, no, cold turkey it's not the way for me to go. I envy people who can do that because I wish I could just make a decision and be like, nope, that's it. No more of that. And be done. That would be great. I wish I worked that way. But I know I don't. It would not go that smoothly for me. All right, so I think I'm going to go ahead. Oh yeah. So we're almost done here. So let's just lay in a few more lines, and I think. Well, it's okay. This way anyway. I think I'll bring this stream to a close. Okay. All right. Let's put a line right there. Where is that? Where's that dot? That's somewhere else. It's always, there we go. I was going to say, it always annoys me. I end up finding these little dots all over the place and I got to fix them up. Was that one? That one. You know what? Where is... Yeah, you know what? Let's use the taper pen for these. Go up one. There we go. Yeah, that doesn't... Well, okay. I don't like the angle of that, but it'll work. Let's lay these in. Yeah, I don't mind that at all. Looks all right. Actually, you know what? Let's just use the taper pen, even if you can't see it. Still, I want to just do that. There we are. Just to keep the lines consistent. And yeah, I think that's a good spot. I think we'll wrap it up here for this particular stream so I can go and get my food. So, yeah, sorry it was so disjointed. It wasn't really my intent. But sometimes things get away from us, I guess. So, you know, at least I was able to do something with it. So anyway, thanks for stopping by and watching it live, or later if you're watching this after the fact. I will probably go ahead and release this, even though I said I wasn't going to. I'll probably just do it anyway, because why not? You know, I might as well. Anyway, have a wonderful Valentine's Day if you celebrate what is, let's be honest, a fake holiday that's made to sell candy and cards. But hey, whatever. That's okay. Fake holidays aren't bad. Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for coming by and putting up with my irritation because I, don't like to be irritable. I try not to be on the stream anyway, so that's my goal. So thank you very much. And hey, have a great birthday on Friday and enjoy the barbecue because good barbecue is a magnificent thing. So savor that. On that note, everybody, go experience some creativity some way or another. Go find another stream where somebody's drawing or making music or doing something like that because it's good for you. And even me drawing got rid of my anger pretty quick. So it's healthy for you. On that note, until the next stream, which hopefully will not crash like this one did, I hope. Until then, have a good birthday if your birthday is between now and the next stream. Enjoy whatever food you eat, in whatever way you eat it, because you should enjoy your food, whatever it is. And on that note, everybody, take care.